Yes. Just in case you don't know, I tell you now, you know. This is Intercontinental Sport TV. You don't hear, no mess around. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's all about that round leather game. I call it football. Right here, they call it soccer. It is what it is. I tell you, it's going to be fantastic this weekend. Come on, let's go. Yes. Getting into the show, I tell you, people, I welcome everybody on this show. It's going to be loud, I swear down. Yeah, to discuss today, we want to look into the EPL matches, all the match stage fixtures. Week 10. Arsenal, that club, facing Liverpool. We're going to run the tactical analysis. And the GOAT himself, I'm talking about CR7 in crisis. He couldn't score yesterday. What is going on with Ronaldo? Lady Va's going to tell us. I think they live very close. They are neighbors. Lady Va is going to tell us why Ronaldo is firing blank. Shayo Media in the building. His weather is ready. Professor Tuka in the building. Yeah, let's go for this, guys. Let's go this way. All right, let's get into it. Lady Va, what's going on?
Yeah, thank God it's Friday. I'm actually happy,
Yeah.
to discuss especially Arsenal, Liverpool. I can't wait, So it's going to be very interesting, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, you're welcome once again. It is what it is. I'm bringing in Shaye Omidiora, fantastic analyst here in the building. What's going on, Shaye? Talk to me live. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. It's great to be back. I think we had a pretty interesting week of football, particularly in the Champions League. There were some really interesting games, interesting results, and I can't look forward to I can't wait rather for the action between Arsenal and Liverpool on Sunday.
I swear, even me, I can't wait. I want to keep those Arsenal fans, I want to keep their mouths shut, making noise everywhere. They won't allow me to rest. All right, let me bring in my brother from another mother. I'm talking about Professor Tuko. Prof, talk to me. What's happening to Chelsea? Are you?
Hello, the Don. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's going to be an interesting show. I like to call the Arsenal versus Liverpool game the Lady VAR derby, because I saw her flaunt herself in an Arsenal and Liverpool jersey. So it'll be interesting to analyze that game and see other games in the rest of football. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome, Prof. Let's do this. I want to also welcome the irate man. He's a Liverpool fan, but he's scared. Let me ask him whether he's scared this weekend. Irate, what's going on, bro? Are you scared? Talk to me.
Hey, the Don.
Yeah, Asa informed. Yeah, Asa informed right now. Are you scared?
I wouldn't say I'm scared, but it's going to be an entertaining and intriguing game. So I'm really looking forward to the tactical masterclass between Arteta and Klopp. Hopefully to live up to the billing. But overall it's going to be an interesting weekend. And I'm looking forward to this game in particular.
All right, once again, before we get into this straight, looking at the fixtures, I want to just ask a question. Let's open with this. Who is the best right back in the EPL right now this season? I want to start with Lady Va. Who is the best right back?
You actually want to put fuel to the fire. Okay, like I'll always answer. Generally, I have two answers. Generally, the best right back, undisputed. Today is even his birthday. Is Trent Alexander-Arnold. But
That's the
for
reason
this
why
season, I'll give it to Reece James. So I have two different answers.
The fact of the matter, the dawn, is that there's only one right back in the world at the moment that everybody's talking about, and that's Reece James. To be honest, every other person
Excuse me.
every other person is way below him at the moment. So,
Oh my God. Now let me ask you, Omidora, who's the best right back in APL right now?
Well, I'm a fan of Trent Alexander-Arnold. I feel he has lots of facets to his game. I think his technique is incredible. I feel he has his ability to pick out passes from deep areas, his ability from set pieces. He creates chances with ease, really, from the flanks and even from the right half space. But then I feel Reece James is slightly better defensively and is hardly ever caught out defensively. I know Rafael Leao showed him Pepe at times against.
No.
Shay, no. I
No.
think there were a couple of times in the first
That
half.
was not the same
No,
game.
there were a couple of times in the first half.
No,
There were a couple of times
only
in the
a
first
couple
half
of
where
times, maybe one, but overall,
Yeah,
he dealt
yeah.
with Rafael
Where
Leao
Reece
very
James
well.
Yeah,
was in his
I
pocket,
think
Leao was in his pocket. Leao was
Yeah,
in his
Well,
pocket.
overall,
think
he dealt with
you-
Leao
you-
very well.
you didn't let me finish. I was going to say in the second half, Reece James adapted. So that's something I still feel Trent still struggles at. Once a winger has his number, I don't think Trent is able to adapt, and that's why I feel Martinelli might have a really enjoyable evening on Sunday. Really.
Yeah, well, let me go straight to Prof. I know you are going to say Reece James. Who is the
We
best
know
right
it's
back?
going to
I already
Who's the
answered. I mean, I answered first. Reece James is the best right back because look, Trent Alexander-Arnold at the moment is. I mean, we're talking about a man who might not make the World Cup. He can only make that World Cup if because of Kyle Walker's injury. At the moment, that's when he can be in contention. At the moment, Trent is nowhere to be found. He's shambolic defensively, and I mean, you can almost say it's almost at par with Reece James' attack going forward because Reece James cross give beautiful assists left and right. His crosses are incredible as well as Trent Alexander-Arnold. I can say Arnold is just better slightly in his long passes and short passes, and that is not an attribute of a right back. If you're talking about an attribute of a right back, Reece James supersedes him.
All right, do you agree with that? Irate, I know you're going to
Yeah.
say no, but tell me
I think
why.
you know me, like in football, I've been watching football for so long, and I used to say this. There's a lot of short termism in football. People think about the last two games, and people get very excited. But as we used to say, form is temporal, class is permanent. As far as Trent is concerned, this man has made FIFA 11, he has made UEFA 11, Premier League 11 multiple times. Right now, he might not be having his best of days, but you can't overall compare James and Trent at what they have achieved in football. No, they are not even
This
close.
season.
Thank you.
For the last couple of games, I remember when we had this Bruno Fernandes, Martin Odegaard argument a couple of weeks ago. Trent has delivered in big games. We know he has also been found defensively in some games, but there are also big games where he has delivered. So, but right now, like Sheye explained, Reece James is better defensively, and he also adds a lot going forward. But for Prof Tuchel saying they are on par going forward, I don't agree with that.
Do you
When
think
it
Arnold will
comes
make
to
the World
crossing-
Cup?
Yeah, I mean that depends on Southgate. I mean whatever England does, anyways, no one really cares.
Exactly.
We all know
The coach's choice.
England's best is probably a quarterfinal.
A world class right back that can't make the World Cup. Wow. Anyway,
And Maguire made the World Cup. Do you want to
Maguire
get
is
into the argument?
So
I like the way I'm setting this tune right now.
So,
I'm in love
like
with
I
it.
said, right now, it's
Yeah.
definitely Reece James. No, even ahead of Trippier, Kyle Walker, anybody. But
Yeah,
you
sure.
know, Trent, I believe he will bounce back. And if
Yeah.
England don't see it that way, Klopp doesn't see it the same way Gareth Southgate sees it. So
And I don't see it that way too.
All right, let's get into this straight up. Now, guys, I know it's going to be very, very, very hard today. It's hot in here. Let's go straight into the fixtures for the week 10. We are having Bournemouth hosting. It's going to be at home, and while Leicester City will be be on away team. Also, Chelsea is going to be at home at Stamford Bridge, welcoming Wolves. I think they have a new coach right now or interim at the moment. Man City also. This is also the time for Haaland to score a trick for me in my fantasy premier.
The hat-trick man.
I tell you. So
You
Newcastle,
block this surprisingly. Don't
God
worry.
forbid, God forbid, we'll black right now. But Newcastle is also hosting Brentford, and also Spurs are going to travel all the way to Brighton on Sunday, which I'm going to call Super Sunday. Is going to be Crystal Palace versus Leeds United, while West Ham is hosting Fulham at home. Arsenal, that team that is making noise all over the town. I don't know. They'll be welcoming Liverpool, which I rate support. I rate support Liverpool. I think I can feel the heartbeat, whether they're going to win or to lose, or it's going to be a draw game. And also, let me tell you something. Everton will be welcoming Manchester United. That's Manchester United also on Sunday. No doubt about it. It's going to be a fantastic show. Time out on Monday. Nottingham Forest.
Manchester is divided right now.
Let me finish, Irate. Also, Nottingham Forest will also be welcoming Aston Villa. That will be on Monday game. I tell you, he is in the building. He is a Manchester United fan. Oh, sorry,
No.
is an sorry.
No,
I mean,
don't drag him down. Come on.
he is easy. You're welcome to the show. I almost said you're a Man U fan. Sorry there. Pardon me for saying that. It is what it is.
He's a sports fan. He's a sports fan.
Good to be on the show today, guys. What's up? How you guys doing?
All right, you're welcome, bro. You're welcome. Let's get into this straight up. Let's quickly look at the fixture. The one that I'm looking at right now, I think Bournemouth versus Leicester City. What do you think about it? What do you think about it? I rate for that game, Bournemouth, Leicester City.
Yeah, it's a very interesting game with two coaches that like to play up front.
Yeah.
Leicester City have been under pressure for some time. Brendan Rodgers, a lot of people have been calling for his head, but I think the chairman has made a good choice to still keep Brendan Rodgers. He's achieved a lot with them recently. Yeah, the FA Cup and the Community Shield, but yeah, he's also been fifth 2 times. He's taken them to Europe, and he has a track record of playing good, attractive football. So I think they've made the right call keeping with
Yeah.
Rodgers. And Bournemouth have been kind of blowing hot and cold this season. And with their Leicester's last game where they won emphatically against Nottingham Forest, I think they have a lot of momentum going into this game. And I think they should get 3 points away at Bournemouth, in my opinion.
All right, thank you so much. I'm coming with you to you, Sheyomi Diora. What do you think about your game? I'm talking about Chelsea versus Wolves.
Well, it's hard to tell what Wolves will do because obviously we know they sacked Bruno Lage last week or after the defeat at West Ham.
Yeah.
So I'll just more or less focus on the Chelsea angle. It's been nice to see Chelsea win two games on the trot. I think they haven't done that in a very long time. Got the win at Palace last weekend, even though it was a bit of an average performance. And even to be honest, I went through the game against Milan on Wednesday. They were a bit average. Milan were injury ravaged, so I think they were there for the taking. I could even tell from Pioli making those subs after Chelsea went 2-0, 3-0 ahead, saving his players for the game against Juventus tomorrow, and even for the reverse fixture against Chelsea. So Chelsea have shown some decent signs. At least now they are keeping clean sheets. I think against Milan, that was their first clean sheet since the opening day of the season. When they beat Everton 1-0. So it's pretty good that they kept that clean sheet. They are not conceding as many chances as they were under in the last games under Tuchel. So that's another positive. The clean sheets was a positive. The fact that Aubameyang has gotten 2 goals in his last 2 games also a positive. And also Reece James's performance against Milan was also a positive for Graham Potter. But ultimately, I feel they need to improve their level of performance because they are still, in my opinion, they are still lacking somewhat in the levels they can get to.
Yeah, it is what it is. Thank you, Shayed, for that insightful details. Man City, Southampton. Well, I don't want to say much on that because I think Man City is going to deal with Southampton. But nevertheless, it is. What do you think about the game, Man City versus Southampton? Do I? Is Ace there? I
Yeah, trying to, yeah.
yeah.
I think it's a straight win for Man City.
It's
Uh,
going to be straight up.
Talking about fantasy Premier League, I had to triple captain Helen Allen this weekend.
Oh, triple!
So definitely
Oh my
he
god!
trick. But you know how football happens, or you know
Hmm.
what happens in football. It might now be that this game is when Helen Haaland will just go
Fire!
without scoring a goal or even having an assist. But nevertheless, it's a straight win for Man City because they, they are in form,
Yeah,
and Southampton don't have what it takes to give Man City that kind of opposition. So even if they want to give Man City the kind of opposition, Man City will throw them away. So it's
yeah.
three straight points for Man City, really, for me.
Straight up, straight up, straight up. That's a win for Man City. Lady Val, what do you think about the game Newcastle Brentford on Saturday tomorrow?
Is actually kind of unpredictable, but I'll give Newcastle the lead. We saw what they did against Fulham.
Yeah.
And Brentford, somehow they've been inconsistent, especially with Tony. He was unable to score the last game, so he ended in a goalless draw. So both teams have been, hot and cold, not really consistent. So, but with the home advantage for Newcastle, I think they should edge it anyway. Yeah, and maybe hopefully Tony gets to score.
All right, all right. Also, Brighton versus Spurs. Irene, what do you think about that game? Do you think Conte can go all the way to Brighton? Because I see that game as also very, very, very hard game for Spurs. What do you think?
Definitely a banana skin for
I
Spurs
swear
because
down. Yeah, yeah.
Brighton play
Ah,
in a type of football that sometimes you are not even able to comprehend what they are trying to do. Sometimes the way they attack and the way they defend in numbers, with
man.
3-4-3 formation, Trossard, McAllister, this Pascal, all of these guys, they can just swam at you, and before you know it, you are 2 goals down.
But
And
they
Yeah.
don't know how to defend.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Sometimes they also leave gaps at the back. So, but Tottenham, I would say with Antonio Conte's approach and the
Mm-hmm,
fact that they are away, I think it's going to be a draw.
mm-hmm.
With the quality they have up front, Kane, Son, and Richarlison, I think they'll be able to score a couple of goals. But I think Brighton definitely, with the attacking momentum they have, they will definitely score as well. So I'm saying a score draw, probably a 1-1 or a 2-2.
All right, let's go to Sunday, which is also going to be a cracker. Crystal Palace welcoming Leeds United, West Ham hosting Fulham. And those two games, Shaya, what do you think? I'm talking about Crystal Palace, Leeds United, and West Ham, Fulham. Can you give us a summary report on that, those two games?
Well, I would back Palace to beat Leeds. I feel obviously Leeds have they tend to press high, they tend to want to play with intensity, but I think they can be a bit emotional if that makes any sense. Because even their manager, Jesse Marsh, I think at times he loses his cool on the touchline sometimes, and that more or less transmits to the players, and then that affects their performance. We saw Sinistera get a second yellow card for a really stupid attempt at blocking a free kick. There was no need to do that. Or to be honest, Josimash was not on the touchline on Sunday. Was in the stands. It was suspended. But I just feel Leeds need to calm down sometimes and just play the game as opposed to making. And then for Palace, I would actually like I said that I'm going to back them because I feel they have quality match winners. We saw Patrick Vieira play a really attacking formation against Chelsea last week, where he played a 4-3-3, but more or less looked like a 4-1-5 with Iderici Eze and Michael Olise more or less joining the attacking trio. So I will back them to beat Leeds. And then going on to West Ham Fulham, that's a London derby. Fulham would want to respond after last week's defeat by Newcastle, where I actually believe the sending off left them in the lurch for the majority of the game. They had Chaluba sent off after 8 minutes, so that just more or less put them in a really tough spot. So this one I feel it's going to be a draw because West Ham are also a team that they seem to be picking up some form in the last couple of match days. So I feel this will be a draw.
Okay. Straight up, let's move on to. I don't want to talk about Arsenal versus Liverpool. We are coming there, but I'm hearing a feedback from. I don't know. I'm hearing a feedback from. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm having a feedback. Okay. Like an echo somewhere. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, I got it. I think it's from my side, so I think I fixed it. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay, it's from my side, so I got it done. Let's move straight to Everton, Manchester United. I want you to look into this game. What do you think about this game? Talking about Everton, Manchester United. But when you are discussing about Manchester United, try and
In fact, I'm so excited you called me for this fixture to discuss it.
I know.
These are our two biggest rivals. In fact, every time we go into a season, we always look for Everton and Man United, even before Man City on the fixtures, whenever they release the fixtures for the season.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a tough game for Man United. Despite the fact that there was a little upturn in fortune recently with 4 straight wins after the loss at Brentford, I was still not convinced about Man United, and you could see that against Man City. Everton also have had a lot of draws. They've really not been up to what we would expect for a team that has spent so much in recent years. But like I said, they are unbeaten. They've recruited like very good at the back with Tarkowski and Cody, who are stalwarts and have been showing they are up to that level. So they're not conceding a lot of goals, but they are also not scoring a lot of goals, hereby leading to so many draws. And the fact that they are playing at Godson, it's going to be a very, very tough game for Man United to get 3 points. So, but I think at the level both teams are right now, I think a draw would be a favorable outcome for both Everton and Man United. So I'll go for 1-1 draw.
Why?
It's Goodison Park. Definitely a tough place to go.
All right. Before we go into, I don't know. I want us to now look into this fixtures called Arsenal versus Liverpool. Let's get straight into it because it's a big game. It's going to be a big game. So we're going to do combined 11. But let me share my screen for you guys to see what we have to look into. Hold on a second. Let me try and share my screen. This is Arsenal versus the combined 11, but then let's look at this. Can we all see it?
Yes.
Ace, I'm going to start with you. Are you comfortable with this, your lineup, or is there any changes we should look at before I call upon the Liverpool fan?
Well, yeah, I think the starting lineup against Tottenham Apparently, I joined via my phone, so I could barely see it, but I think it's fine.
Okay. The back four. Are you comfortable with the back four and
Yeah,
back four containing
Tierney,
Ben Saliba,
yeah,
Gabriel,
yeah. I think
Tierney?
Tierney started with Zinchenko because Zinchenko had not trained this week,
Oh,
but it could be a ploy, like the said against Tottenham, or like it was said against Tottenham that he wasn't fit and he started. So possibly it could be Tierney this time around.
are you comfortable with Ortega?
No, Odegaard.
Odegaard, yeah. Odegaard.
Odegaard starts. He's the captain. If he's fit, he starts any day and three times on a Sunday.
Oh
He's
my
a
goodness.
captain.
All right. I saw these guys too looking so sharp. What's his name? Nketa. I think it's
Well,
also with Vieira.
Nketiah can't start ahead of Gabriel Jesus. Nketiah will always be on the bench. He will always come in to have his own, just to have time towards the end of the game. So Gabriel Jesus starts, except maybe if Arteta wants to, maybe during the game, but they can't both start. They can both play as the game proceeds, but they can't both start. So Jesus over Nketiah all day.
Okay, now let's move to Liverpool fan. Irate, are you comfortable with this, your lineup? I'm talking about Alisson, Go, VVD, Matip, all these small players. All these players from Liverpool. Are you comfortable with this lineup?
No, I'm not comfortable with this lineup.
Which one exactly do you want out?
For me, I think this is what Klopp is going to start with. The only change I see Firmino coming in for Darwin Núñez. If Klopp starts with 4-3-3 and he goes Firmino for Núñez, which I think he would, I think the best we can get at Emirates Stadium is a draw. But in my own opinion, if we're really out there to get 3 vital points that we need against Arsenal, I think Klopp should go with the 4-2-3-1 and start 4 attackers up front, which I don't think he would.
I rate 4-2-3-1.
Please let him start 4 attackers.
4 attackers.
Yeah,
would really love it.
I don't agree with that.
4-2-3-1.
Because it's going to give us.
As far as 4-3-3 has been concerned,
4-4-3-3 is the perfect lineup.
It's not. Why is it the perfect lineup?
Yeah,
Firmino starting ahead of Núñez is fine for me.
So far, he has played it, and the 3 in midfield have been very useless. Especially Thiago. Fabinho has been useless. Henderson has been useless. So for me, the only way he should bring in Firmino behind Núñez, who does Firmino is an attacking midfielder naturally, who does a good job in dragging defenders and midfielders around, which will create space for Núñez. This formation right here, I don't think it will help us going forward against Arsenal.
So are you now saying it's only Núñez you don't want to see them? Is that what you're saying?
No, if we are going with a 4-2-3-1, I would want Firmino and Núñez. Firmino right. Yes, that is how I would want it.
So Fabinho,
yeah. So Fabinho out.
Wow. Go with Thiago and Henderson.
Well, I think with that kind of formation coming to the Emirates, that is when you would see Trent Alexander-Arnold being torn to pieces. Because for me, if you're starting with 4 attackers and starting with 2 midfielders,
exactly.
But
overload. That's like if you notice the way Arsenal play, we start with a 4-2-3-1, and at times you switch it to a 3-5 or 3-3-4. Most times 3-5-2 or 3-4-4. So that would be an overload on the midfield for Liverpool, and having Henderson and Thiago to battle the likes of Odegaard, Partey, and Xhaka. Come on.
That is the good news. The good news is Firmino will play very well beside Henderson. Firmino does a good job being an half attacker, half midfielder. I've seen him do that.
And I think the problem with Liverpool is like I said, it was going to come bite them in the butt, which it's happening already. The failure of Klopp having to rejig that midfield. If you combine the ages of the guys, the trio in the middle, Henderson, Fabinho, and also Thiago. Those guys, coupled with the injury, coupled with the gang pressing Liverpool had played in the past 3 seasons, it is going to tell on them. And those guys, Anderson is over 30, Thiago too in his late 29, 30, if my staff serve me right. And you can see Fabinho, I don't know, for whatever reason, this season he has not even clicked in any way. That is a very big hole that Liverpool, in terms that they are really deficient in that area, coupled with the fact that TAA is having a torrid season already, off and on. Scored a wonderful free kick against Rangers in the Champions League, and everybody think he's back. But we see his compatriot in Chelsea, Reece James, having a steady season going. But TTA Trent Alexander-Arnold is yet to give us a stable performance. He's either off and on. And we saw last season at the Emirates, Martinelli gave him a torrid time. And with the form Martinelli is right now, TAA is up for it, and he's got his work cut out. I don't know, Robertson is injured, so it will be Tsimikas. Tsimikas is a good left full back, and
I like
Saka all with Saka kind of like struggle with left full backs that are smart. Tsimikas don't have the pace like Robertson, but he's smart. He knows what he's doing. So we'll see Saka definitely leave that wing and put an overload to that midfield and come from the central or drift into the middle, as we see, or as we saw what he did against Tottenham. So for me, this tie, because I know big chasm between Liverpool and my Arsenal has reduced to a certain extent. That last season was when we saw it reduced. Before we know, everybody will have to. Games like this, Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp starts to lick his lips and say, this 3 points home and away. But right now, listening to Liverpool fans, because I've listened to several podcasts, even Liverpool greats, they are not confident going into the game. And that gives me joy, knowing that this process that Arsenal have started in Arteta, this project, is really, really gaining momentum. Because as a last season playing Liverpool,
people, they don't start.
They cannot be honest and say going into a game against Liverpool, we could get a draw or we could win. We know how it ends, home and away. Liverpool beats us home and away, and not in small margins, it's big margins, 4-0, 4-1, 5-1, 3-0. But this time around, the competitiveness is narrow. Teams are up for it. And like I said, let the better man win. But I always dove my heart for Arsenal to pick the 3 points.
All right, hold on 1 second. Somebody wants to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about this this formation.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask you, Irate and Lediva now. What formation do you think should be? Because I want us to arrange it now for the audience to see. What exact formation do you want? Should I take up Fabinho?
If we are looking forward to what Klopp would play, I can tell you 80%. This is what Klopp
exactly.
And we are not winning that game. This was what we did against Man United, and we saw Firmino.
We beat you. You remember?
Thank you. Yes. Firmino coming so close to Matip and Van Dijk, almost like a defensive midfielder, leaving spaces. There was almost no one in the box at times to even cross the ball to. Luis Diaz doesn't play like Sadio Mane. He's a different type of player. Mohamed Salah has not been in the form from early last season. So who is up front if you play this formation against Arsenal? You are going to go for a draw. That is your best bet with this formation. But if he goes with a 4-2-3-1 on the right side against Rangers, Henderson did a good job from the midfield covering for Trent. So for me, if I'm Klopp, with the fact that there's an 11 points gap between me and Arsenal, I don't want a point in this game if I'm Klopp. But Klopp is Klopp. I think he's going to go 4-3-3, and I think the best we can get in this tie is a draw.
All right, Lady Va, what do you think? Before I go to ask Professor Tuchel on this particular game, what is zone? But Lady Va, talk to me first. Are you comfortable with this?
Well, just like Irate said, I think I can bet this is the formation Klopp is going to play. but I would actually prefer a 4-2-3-1. And Fabinho is out. Was he? He's maybe Diaz and Firmino front. I'm more concerned about that. The midfield, the right side, which is Henderson covering up for Trent. And we don't know. I don't want Klopp to be funny and maybe bringing in an Elliot or something. I know he's not going to try it, but I think this information is going to play. Yeah.
All right, let's go straight. Let me ask Professor Tuchel about this game. What is your submission? Where do you think the battle is going to be? I mean, be won. Who's going to? What do you think? Which team do you think is going to come out?
Yeah, first of all, we've been deliberating about formations, but we have to get something clear here. Arsenal are the better side at the moment, so no matter what formation Liverpool wants to put out, we have to know that one team is in more form than the other team. And if you're Liverpool and you're Jurgen Klopp and you want to go into a big game like this, and if you're Liverpool, if you're Liverpool and you're Jurgen Klopp and you want to go into a game like this, I think you go with your trusted formation, which is 4-3-3. I think that's what it will start with Roberto Firmino, who has been chipping in more goals. Nunez has been firing blank, so you don't want to start. You don't want to put Nunez in this game. I think Saliba will swallow him up. So this is a good game. This is a good formation for them to start. But because if they go with the 4-2-3-1, it's almost like a disguise 4-2-4, because Firmino is more of an attacker. He's not an Odegaard. Okay, Odegaard knows how to pick up spaces, and pick up passes and drop deep and make the third midfielder. Firmino is more of an attacker. That is
what Firmino does. What you just said about Odegaard is more of what Firmino does than being.
Yeah, but we know that Firmino is more of a goal scorer than Odegaard. And if you want to use a 4-2-3-1 formation, Liverpool, I think the way Arsenal plays with their fullback now, you can see shades of Guardiola and Arteta using the fullback. So if he uses Zinchenko plays in the midfield. It drops in. It plays inward with Thomas Partey. Xhaka goes forward and overloads the box. Martinelli stays very wide and on 1-1 with Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think if they go with the 4-2-3-1, Arsenal are going to dominate the midfield. They are going to dominate the midfield definitely, and they might win the game. So I think this formation that Liverpool will start. I think Arsenal will start this one. Where the game will be won or lost, we can't look past Trent and Matip. That angle. That is where sometimes Gabriel Jesus drifts to that place. He drifts to the left. Martinelli too obviously is in that position. We have the overlapping run from Keretini. I think that's the most dominant pattern of play from Arsenal. Ben White doesn't really overlap. So for me, I don't know. I don't know what Klopp wants to do tomorrow, but for me, Arsenal is clear favorite.
Wow. Hey.
Don't worry, we'll shock you.
Of course, Arsenal has to be the favorites. They've had the better form, so you can't look past Arsenal. But like I said,
okay.
that is what I expect from Klopp. But I'm really not reading too much or having too much hopes into that game. I think if I see that, Klopp doesn't surprise me sometimes. Against Brighton, for some reason, he just brought in Milner and Elliott. It's as if something.
Exactly what I'm saying. He should not try something funny, bringing in an Elliott,
And he just misbehaves sometimes. But if I see that formation, I'm just hoping for it at best.
Hey, don't you think these people are scared of you?
Well, they have every right to be, because if you look at past seasons when we too were struggling, we're trying to get our feet on the ground. Games like this against Liverpool, if I get a point, if Arsenal gets a point, I'm happy. They've dominated us because Klopp too, when he started his own process 7 or 8 years ago, we saw how his process took flight and he became a force. So possibly, is this our turn? Are we turning into a force to be reckoned with? Because when you see Arsenal being compared with the likes of Manchester City in terms of the way they play, for me, it gives me joy, because this is what every Arsenal fan dreamt of. Arsenal turning into a powerhouse once again. And for Liverpool fans getting scared of going into this game, I would not want Arsenal fans or Arsenal players to feel this is going to be easy, because you can't take it away. They've been there, they've done it. You have to respect who is in front of you, which is the opponent. Games like this is when they turn up, because they've Klopp has been in games where pressure is really much, and most times he comes out victorious. So Arsenal should not feel because they defeated Tottenham. Tottenham, in my own point, is not a big team. So they shouldn't feel because they won Tottenham last week. But
He's on Tottenham.
All right. Please, one more thing. Prof, what do you want to say, Prof? Sorry.
I know in my last analysis I focused so much on the negatives of Liverpool, the downsides of Liverpool. I want to quickly say something that this game is a huge game for us now, and I think the microscope will be on them. I think if they have any ambition at all of challenging for the title, which I hear a lot of their fans say, then they have to turn up in this game. The Spurs game is a derby, is a big game. I mean, you naturally will turn up for that game, and Spurs were very negative. They came out on top. We saw the Man United game. Their manager Arteta got very, very emotional in the game during the game, and he exposed the midfield to what Man United like, and they got punished exactly. Yeah. So look, Liverpool are going to come out. Liverpool they know only one way to play. They are going to come out at Arsenal. I think Arsenal have to take this game as a statement maker. I think they must go out and try and get 3 points in this game. Anything short of that, it shows that their mentality, or maybe they are not there where they think they are yet. If they get a draw or they lose this game, they are nowhere near where they think they are. And that will be a big blow.
A draw will be a bad result.
Nobody is scared of Arsenal.
I think 11 points. 11 points behind, without Mo Salah firing, no Nunes firing.
Nobody is scared of Arsenal.
Diaz is not getting all the goals. Arnold is not in top form. So look, Liverpool are there for the taking, as far as I'm concerned. Liverpool. So they should.
I'd like to check something. So, point of correction to what Professor Tuchel said there. Any Arsenal fan out there saying we're going to win the title, I don't think that one is a true Arsenal fan, because
challenge for the title, not win it.
No, even for you to challenge for the title, I think it's still early days, because there are still a lot of games to be played. This is just week 10.
Yeah.
Like Arteta keeps saying, and you hear the vibe, you hear the language coming from the camp of Arsenal. They're taking every game a pace, because the ultimate goal for this season is to qualify for Champions League. And if the opportunity comes to now contend or challenge for the title, I don't think we'll be able to challenge Man City, because Man City is miles away. It looks like Man City is going to pick up this season, this title again. So challenging with Man City, I don't see that happening. But if it's qualifying for Champions League, like I said, anything short of qualifying for the Champions League, it's a failure for Arteta. Really, it's a failure, because he has been backed and he has been given everything he wants. But like I keep saying, Arsenal was still 3 injured players away back to the way we were. It's only left for them to strengthen in January. But let's take it a game at pace. And I'm looking up for this Sunday.
All right, let's do this. Starting 11, combined 11. So who is going to be the goalkeeper? Alisson.
Right? I'm going with Alisson.
What about Aston fan?
Is he
no doubt about it, honestly.
Is he based on form? Or based
on form, yeah.
Based on form, based on the season.
Liverpool has conceded more goals than Arsenal.
That is no.
Most of them are not Alisson's fault. Alisson is better than Ramsdale, please.
Can someone help us check the number of saves between Alisson?
Shaye, what do you think? Shaye is going to tell us, and that will be the final answer.
If there's one player that is
I know Shaye doesn't collect bribe
in that Liverpool team. There's one player.
Who do you think is going to? We should put there. Shaye Midora, are you there?
Well, yeah, I will go for Ramsdale, because I feel.
Thank you, Joe.
Previous seasons, the shot stopping was really.
Don't collect bribe like.
The shot stopping was really.
No.
Was really impressive. This season, he has been found wanting at times with the shot stopping. So I think Ramsdale has been the slightly better goalkeeper so far this season.
Who has been found wanting with shot stopping?
They don't. It's 3-2.
No,
it's 3-2. So
I don't believe that. There was
Alisson.
There was
I said Alisson. So it's 3-2.
There was no game where Alisson has been found wanting this season.
Can we just use stats to back this thing up? Because
Arsenal is on top of the league, and he has not considered so much
stats. And I'm sure if we go to Premier League, based on number.
Don't worry, guys. Let's move on to the left back.
Come on, it's
No, they don't. We cannot move on to the left back yet because
No, Irate, just allow them. Allow them.
Prof, hold on. Oh, Prof, hold on. Trust me, I don't collect bribe. Trust me. Just hold on.
See, what I just said is, if there's one Liverpool player that has not dropped any form at all, it's Alisson. In fact, he has saved us in a whole lot of games. He have been out of so many games.
That's another thing. That's another thing.
Joint 11 this weekend already done, and a lot of people went for Alisson. Even Arsenal legends, Paulo, everybody went for Alisson. This is travesty. Put Ramsey ahead of him, please.
I think so.
No, but the bone of contention here is form. If we're looking at history-wise, if we're looking at what the players achieved, yes, Alisson makes it. But we're looking at the form of this season. Come on, Ramsdale is way ahead of Alisson.
Do you know there were times Man United didn't make top 4 and De Gea was still the best goalkeeper? It's not all about your form.
Okay, we'll come back. Okay, guys, because of our time, we'll come back to that. Now let's go to the left back. Who do you think should be there? Robertson?
Robertson is not playing.
Robertson is not playing.
Zinchenko or who?
I personally think Zinchenko. Personally,
maybe if Zinchenko is playing, definitely Zinchenko.
He has not been past fit though. He has not been past.
We're just saying so far.
I mean,
anybody, Zinchenko or Tierney, anyone can be there, but it's not the Liverpool player.
What about right back? Ben White or
no? I think
definitely Ben White. No,
White.
It's Ben White.
TA has not done anything this season.
Based on current form, I will go for
based on current form. Yes.
Yeah.
Now the full back, the two of them. Now that's where that's
for
where
me.
Saliba and someone else.
Matip and Saliba.
I'll go for Matip and Saliba.
Thank you, Matip and Saliba, obviously.
All right, Matip.
Matip was injured for a while though.
Matip.
Yeah, but he's been back. He's been playing. I think the last couple of games.
Very well. What about Saliba?
Yeah.
Do you agree, Saliba?
Well, I don't agree. I don't agree, Matip.
Oh, you don't agree, Matip?
Yeah, so I still think I just think it's Van Dijk. Look, you're talking about a combined level. No, wait. If you're talking about a combined level, you're saying that if tomorrow we want to make a team out of these two teams to go and play another team, you will leave Van Dijk on the bench and pick Matip and Saliba to go and play another combined 11. I don't believe so.
We're talking about form.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That at this moment in time, you still put Matip over Van Dijk.
Yes.
I wouldn't have Matip in the team because he has barely played.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I think it's Van Virgil for me. I don't know.
Any Liverpool fan you ask right now will have Matip over Van Dijk.
Matip is ahead for me over Van Dijk.
Any Liverpool fan you ask right now.
What do you say?
Finally, talk to me.
Well, honestly, I wouldn't have Matip there because I don't think he has played up to five league games this season. I mean, maybe only 3 or 4 appearances. Are you sure?
Yeah, he has played
because I know he was out for a while.
He was only out for 2 games.
So going.
I am checking now, and he has played only 3 games. Started just 2 matches.
Okay.
I mean Matip. Yeah, so I wouldn't have someone who hasn't played up to 3, who hasn't played up to 4 matches in my combined 11. But now the issue is having Gabriel there. I think he tends to make some rash errors at times, so I might not have Gabriel in my team. Van Dijk is making several errors.
Thank
what
you.
Did you say?
So both are.
So who would you
Van
have?
Dijk.
Would you rather pick a man who has
don't collect bribe, Sheye? Please don't collect bribe.
A man who has played 3 games and has been very good, or the one who has been poor?
John, are you supposed to listen to Sheye or to Liverpool fans?
Has it been very good though? Has Matip been very good though?
Way better.
Just
I don't think he has been very good.
Just to add to it, Gabriel.
Say, give us a name.
This season.
Give us a name.
This season, Gabriel.
Well, I'll go for Gabriel. Just
what?
Gabriel.
Are you?
Look. That's the problem about combined 11s and form. If not, we can't say all Arsenal players.
Yeah, well done. You know you don't collect
right. He is kickback. Say how much did they give you, Seth?
How much did you collect, please?
well, we need to look at this objectively. Van Dijk has had a pretty average season so far. Matip has barely played. So we need to. I don't think we can have any of Liverpool's CBs in this combined 11. That's why I would have Gabriel and Saliba.
Sorry, Don. Please, if we look at this, if we do this combined 11 holistically, I think there will be a problem because we cannot, because of Liverpool are 11 points behind and Arsenal in better form, say all our players are. If not, all their players are going to be here.
I think the idea,
and that is not how it is.
I think the I think the idea behind combined 11s here is to pick players based on form.
Current form.
Well, at times it's not that way. When you say combined 11, at times it's not that way. So you just
okay, you know, guys.
Then Saliba and Van Dijk. Then if it's an ability,
at times it's not that. If you are looking at some past thing for this combined 11, I go with
exactly.
Now, who is going to be on central?
Thomas Partey, of course.
Partey, of course.
Thomas Partey, everybody's there.
Liverpool fan, do you agree?
Got it.
Yeah, we'll have Xhaka, but I'll have Thiago in this team, so I'll go for all three of them.
So
Thiago, Partey, and Xhaka.
Please, can we? We're in a 4-2-3-1, right?
I want to go for 4-3 or 4-2. 4. Which one should? What formation?
If it's a 4-2-3-1,
4-2-3-1. Odegaard as number 10. 4-2-3-1.
Yes, so I don't know where Thiago comes in there for me. I don't know because Xhaka has to be in the team.
Yeah,
and Xhaka has been first class.
That means we have to go for Odegaard.
So I don't know.
So who do we put there?
Thiago comes in.
Thiago,
please.
Xhaka. Xhaka cannot be.
What are you doing?
It has to be Xhaka.
Shaka, Partey, Thiago. It's fine.
Who is going to be here? Salah.
Shaka, Partey.
Salah.
Salah, of course.
No. Let's give credit Mo Salah. At least this season he has had. No. Let's, like I said, if the prerogative is not about form, if it's about picking the best of two sides, I think Salah should.
I think I would have Saka on Salah's side right now.
Voila! Liverpool.
That's a disrespect to Mo Salah, you know that.
Yeah, I know, but he has not been informed. So
let's give it to Salah.
So who is going to be number 10 now?
Please. I don't know. Odegaard has to be paid now.
Odegaard, yeah.
See, for me, I would rather go with a 4-3-3. Have Xhaka, Thiago, and Partey.
Odegaard has to play. So please, where's Granit Xhaka done?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Seeing Thiago in that team is making me really.
He's making me
sick.
Thiago has played just twice this season. He has played just twice this season in the Premier League. Please put Xhaka there. Xhaka has been imperious. Thank you.
People like bribes. So who's going to be on the league? Diaz.
On that side.
Martinelli, hands down.
Martinelli, please.
Why?
On that side.
He done his trolling. Martinelli.
This one is the national team already now.
Who is calling Martinelli?
Just imagine we didn't put.
So who is going to be? Nunes, number 9, Nunes.
For where?
Let's just give you Jesus,
man. Jesus. How
was Liverpool?
Oh my God. Oh my days. Now after everything now.
Wait too. Yes.
Shevchenko, VVD, Saliba. Oh, come on.
So no Saka, no Martinelli.
No, like I said, I would rather.
I think we are trying to have some balance because, I think he said, we will probably have like an all Arsenal 11 if we pick based on form. To be honest, so because I would have Martinelli over Luis Diaz.
Please, Martinelli has to be in the team. Even if we agree for Salah, but Martinelli has to.
For me, I don't.
Are you actually saying Martinelli is better than Diaz?
No. Diaz, no, forget it.
Diaz does not be scoring, but that is good.
That guy is good, though. Forget it.
The guy is too good.
But
Then please take away Salah.
I
Then
won't have Salah over Saka.
one person has to go. You can't have Liverpool, Diaz and Salah.
Or maybe
there.
you want to put
What have they
Martinelli
done?
on the other wing. But I won't have Salah over Saka. That is my own. And I won't have VVD at that back. VVD should not be at that back.
So okay, Iris, who would you have in defense alongside Saliba?
If we can't put Martin based
Martin.
on the number of games he has played, we'll go with Gabriel. But I can't have VVD at the back.
Gabriel is not my first mix.
A world-class
defender.
Premier League
trophy.
Premier League, one of the greatest Premier League defenders ever.
Please don't mention him close to. Don't try and mention him close to John Terry and Ferdinand again. Please.
Why?
I'm begging you.
Why can't you mention him? Why?
Because it doesn't come close. The longevity.
All right, guys, let's do this one more time. Okay, we think at this moment on this note now, I think Arsenal. I mean, the flood. They are everywhere now. I mean, so now we want to go into score prediction. This is our best 9-11. I'm going to start with you, Lady VAR. What's your score prediction? Because we are going to clip this and come back on Monday to play your score prediction. So go ahead. What's your score prediction, Lady VAR?
Okay, so let me not be biased. My honest prediction has to be 3-2 in favor of Liverpool.
Wow.
Liverpool. That's if Klopp does not come with something funny.
See,
so 3-2.
Lady VAR was wearing Liverpool last night.
Lady VAR is now an official Liverpool. She's now a Liverpool fan.
No, I said if Klopp does not come with something funny, but if he comes with something funny, then I'll place Arsenal to win. But if he comes with the right lineup, covering up for Trent and all that, then I'm tipping Liverpool to win. So that's I'm saying 3-2.
All right. Thank you so much, Lady VAR. Now, Shayomi Diora, people want to hear you. What's your score prediction?
I would sit on the fence, or I will sit on the fence rather. I'll go for a 2-2. I'll go for a 2-2. I'll go for the 2-2.
All right, thank you, Shaye. Said 2-2. And I'm coming straight to Professor Tuchel. What's your score prediction on this game? Prof.
3-1 to Arsenal.
Wow. 3-1. It be like say you and I rated. No.
His time will come.
Oh my goodness. All right. So I rate. What's your score prediction this game?
I see Klopp going with the 4-3-3, and I think Arsenal will win the game 2-1.
2-1. I can't be for the first time. But you don't do that one for also. You don't do that one for Man U. You say now you go win, no?
No.
Wow, 2-1.
2-1, yeah.
So sorry. So by your analysis, you are out of the Premier League title race like that.
Yeah, we are already out.
Oh, fantastic.
On the cup competition.
Now,
the Premier League title race is almost over already, so let's just continue.
All right, I'm coming to you.
This season I just started.
What's your final score prediction in this game?
Just, we don't want to be too loud. 2-1. 2-1 in favor of.
Sorry?
2-1.
It's going to be a tight game. It would be a tight.
So I'm the only one that is tipping Liverpool to win this weekend.
Because you're a Liverpool fan.
I think the moment.
Sitting on the fence.
I think the moment. It could be more.
It will be a draw.
Because I know Arsenal is going to come out full force. And if Liverpool can handle the pressure, 2-1.
Man, I can't believe this. My score prediction is even worse. I'm thinking of 0-0, 0-0.
It cannot be nil.
There will be goals. They always produce goals.
Oh Lord! All right, guys. Let's see. We'll be here Sunday for the watch along. Me and Neis will be here unless he wants to go and unless he's scared. So we'll be here on Sunday to do the watch along. It's going to be massive. Anything else? World Cup is coming. And it's going to be massive on this channel. We're going to do so many things. So All right, guys. Shaye Omidiora, thanks for showing up. We're going to see you on Monday. I hope so. Thank you so much, Shaye.
Yeah, anytime to done.
All right. Irate, thank you so much. Take it easy. We'll be here on Sunday for the watch along. No doubt about it. I want to hear you on Sunday. Thank you so much, Irate.
All right, thank you.
All right, Prof.
Yeah, thank you.
I know
Thank
you
for
are an
having me.
irate. I know you are an irate. I'm up to something.
Thank you for having me. We'll see you on Monday.
We'll
Or
see you on
maybe
Monday.
watch along.
Yeah, watch
thank
along.
you.
All right. Ace, first time.
Thank you.
Asa is going to
Thank
win.
you, Doc.
Asa is winning.
Thank you.
Asa is winning.
Thank you.
All right. Lady Va, thank you so much. You are the only person that says that tip Liverpool.
Yeah, I hope we don't work alone on Sunday.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, guys. It is what it is. It's going to be massive this weekend. Come on. Thank God it's Friday. I got to go now. Really have to go now. It's been fantastic. Please smash the like on the video. Please. And subscribe to the channel. All right, one love, people. I got to go now.